I have a weird taste in my mouth from the 90s.
That food, though, is why people hate America.
Any game with a shuttlecock is fine by me.
You've said turtle 10 times in a row. It's never turtle. It's always beaver. Say beaver.
Sushi jackknife. 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 Sushi jackknife.
Clock thing. Oh, we did it. We beat the clock thing.
We beat the clock thing.
We have a naturalistic beginning. Yeah.
So you want to watch football.
I would like to watch football.
But you don't want to pay $8 billion to watch football.
That Sunday ticket thing is insane.
Yeah, don't
how much money that is.
I am sending you.
Ooh.
Okay. Well, before we do this, I need to know where your morals lie. As far as streaming services go.
Well, we got kicked off your Netflix, actually.
Okay. So, well, this is this is worse than that.
Okay. It's worse than that. Okay.
Yeah, this is not anyone paying for it, as far as I know.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
I mean, hypothetically, I need to. Okay, so hypothetically, if I knew of a way for you to stream sporting events, of a variety, without paying money, hypothetically, would you want to know what that thing is?
For the sake of the show, yes, but I don't know. I'm a little.
It's just an app.
Oh, it's just an app?
It's not even a weird app. I downloaded it through the Google Play Store. So
what the hell?
It didn't give me a virus. Huh. I'm not going to go into details on what it is because I don't want them to get shut down because I need it.
But there is such an app, is what you're saying.
Yeah, well, okay, so we'll go through the background. I'm texting you the name of this
Okay.
This app.
I won't say it out loud.
Yeah.
Or show
if you do
people my phone.
Yeah. Hold on. I can't type and speak at the same time.
That's okay.
So previously,
okay, got it.
In a past life, if, let's say, hypothetically, I wanted to watch the Kansas City Chiefs play a team, but I'm forced, because I live in Nashville, to watch the stupid Tennessee Titans blow a lead over and over and over and over and over.
Yeah, which they do.
That's what they do. It's a talent. Except for today, they didn't even have to blow the lead. They just never scored, and then they scored 3 points.
Did they lose? Who did they play today?
Oh, so bad. The Browns.
They lost to the Browns. Which they put up a good fight. I saw some of their game last week.
Yeah, well, that was a 1 week thing. They didn't do that again.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I live here. So the NFL gods have decided I want to watch the Tennessee Titans. I don't. I never do. They've never done anything that makes me want to watch them.
Sure.
I would go onto our Reddit, go onto the Reddit and find a link to watch the game I would prefer.
Oh.
Apparently, the NFL didn't like that, and that went away. I don't know why.
It's so confusing, you know?
Yeah.
Am I breaking into your story? Or
No,
is that the whole
that's
story?
it.
Okay. It's so confusing because, number one, I've changed regions, so any teams that I was interested in before, now all I can watch is the Patriots, and I really, really, really don't care about the Patriots. I really, 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 really don't care. It's like the Yankees. I don't want to watch a Yankees game,
right?
You know,
well,
I don't want to watch a Patriots game.
It's even worse because it's like the Yankees after they were good. Like this is the Patriots after they were good.
Right.
They're not good anymore.
No, they're not good anymore. And I'm sorry, I just don't care.
Right.
I like I besides the Chiefs, which you got me into, most of the teams I like are based on their color scheme. So
Okay.
you can, I mean,
all right. I'm gonna guess.
Okay.
Are you fond of the Seattle Seahawks?
Yeah, I like their color scheme a lot.
I thought you would like the Seattle Seahawks.
Yep. I do.
Okay, I'm going through the West Coast teams first. You're not a 49ers fan.
No, not really.
Chargers? You'd like the Chargers color scheme.
The Chargers colors are great, but LA, I don't know.
Yeah.
You know?
When they were in San Diego, would you have liked them?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Different story.
So, they shouldn't have moved. Another example of why they should have stayed there.
That's correct. They screwed up.
Okay. Raiders, that seems a little bit too blah.
They show up just fine in black and white. So
yeah,
no.
that's let's see. I'm trying to think who else over there that you would enjoy.
I don't know.
The Rams are no good. The Rams are boring.
Yeah.
Okay. Denver's not good.
Yeah, I've never liked their colors. The Broncos. Orange and blue.
Texans seems boring.
Yeah.
It's just
boring.
red and blue.
Red and blue.
Cowboys is pretty basic.
Yep. I have a weird taste in my mouth from the 90s with the Cowboys for some reason.
Yeah.
You know? What little
Arizona.
I know of them.
Yeah. Arizona's red and black.
And it's a bird. Why did you pick a bird?
Okay, so wait, so we're ruling out birds too.
I mean, not necessarily. Because I grew up
we did go with the Seahawks. You're fine with that, bro.
I like the Seahawks. And I grew up with the Falcons, and I liked the Falcons for a period of time.
Yeah, okay, so if you have to pick, like you've got in Arizona, you got the Cardinals, which are red and black.
Yeah.
And it's fine.
Yeah.
But in Atlanta, you have the Falcons that are red and black.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it looks a lot tougher for some reason. It
does. Yeah. I don't know if they just got new uniforms or something, but they look awesome right now. And visually. Just visually. Yeah. I don't know how they're playing, but
they're not bad. They're not bad so far.
That's good.
Okay, so
weirdly I like Green Bay. Yeah.
That actually does surprise me because I feel like green and yellow would be against your preferred color palette.
I know, but I don't know why. I just do.
How do you feel in baseball about the Oakland A's?
Remind me. Oh, they're green and what?
And they're also green and yellow.
They're also green and yellow. Sure. Yeah. I don't know. It doesn't seem like a good combination, but something works in my brain.
Yeah, they're let's see. I'm trying to find a good example here.
Okay.
Oh,
there we go. Yeah, that's fine. The hat, especially. The white background throws it off, but I'm good with it if it's a predominantly green or yellow affair.
Okay.
This is the dumbest sports conversation.
No, see, here's the thing. These are the sports conversations that people need to be having. Everyone wants to have the sports conversation about, like, is Tom Brady the greatest of all time? No one cares.
Yeah.
How about is Tom Brady's car rental commercial the greatest of all time? No.
It's really
O.J.
not.
Simpson's was better.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Let's see. Back to colors, and then I have another football adjacent thing. I like the Vikings colors, kind of weirdly.
Oh, that makes sense. I believe purple would be your thing. And back in the day, you would have been very into the team that had the Purple People Eaters.
Oh,
their defense was called the Purple People Eaters.
Nice. Yeah. That was a movie.
I think that was the 70s. Yeah.
Okay. I saw that movie when I was a kid. There's a movie, and there was a song, One-Eyed, One-Horned, Flying Purple People Eater.
Yeah, none of them had horns as far as I know, and I think they all had eyes, like both of their eyes, but
that's good. Well, see, he would have been scary, but he only eats purple people.
Right.
So it's fine.
Now, okay, so I know you have no loyalty to the Titans.
No, I really don't. No.
When the Titans, though, wear their Houston Oilers jerseys, do you like them slightly more?
I do.
Because I actually do.
Yeah. I'm with you. I agree. It looks
so
cool.
Maybe they should just wear those all the time.
Yeah, and be the team that they were.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
I mean, why do we need a Titan? That's a very vague concept.
It's
an
so
Oiler,
vague.
we know what they do. They
Yeah. Well, and they have like a sword motif in their team stuff.
Get out of here.
And I don't really get it. I don't know. I don't like it.
Okay, you go ahead and just tell me who else we're putting on the approved list.
Let's see. Who else do I like based on their colors? No, that's mostly it. I can't think of any other teams. Jacksonville has good colors to me.
Jacksonville.
I like Jacksonville's.
What about Carolina? They've got the black
too.
and the tealish color.
That looks pretty BA, man.
Mm-hmm.
This is rated G Jackknife over here.
There we go.
As much as possible. It's a struggle. It's a struggle.
All right, so those are the teams. You know what we should have done this year? It's too late now. We should have tried to do a podcast fantasy football league.
Oh, that'd be fun. Wow.
We should have done it.
We missed the boat. Man. We're always having good ideas.
Fantasy. Yeah, I mean, we could do fantasy basketball, but that's no good. It's a commitment.
Everything I learned about basketball, I learned in the 3 weeks we were watching it at your house. That's about it.
Yeah. Yep. Okay, so what other?
Yeah.
What other football adjacent thing do you have?
Okay, well, I should have had this pulled up, but you've probably seen the commercial for this atrocity that's plaguing the world of pizza right now. And I don't know if I can do the screen share as well as you. I'm going to try here. Let's see. Little Caesars has cooked up another mutant for people to...
Okay. I think I know where this is going.
Have you seen this thing? Oh, my God. I mean, okay, here we go. I think I got an image. Let's see if I can share my screen here. This thing looks to me... Oh, I can do it. This thing looks to me like... Are you seeing this?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. This is the 4-quarter calzone, which it looks like a mess and it looks wrong to me. I mean, I'm sure it tastes just fine.
Yeah, I mean, argue.
Just look at that thing. And not to mention, the commercials I keep seeing for it are half of them are in Spanish, and it just cuts to three quarterbacks laughing, and I don't know what else happening.
I do. So I actually like the commercial for them.
Yeah.
I think it's the one. It's Ryan Fitzpatrick, and maybe it's not this one. Ryan Fitzpatrick and George Kittle and someone else riding bikes together, and it's a good commercial. That food, though,
if you can call it
that, is why people hate America. There.
Oh my God! Exactly. Look at this thing.
Somewhere Al Qaeda has this as propaganda posters everywhere. They didn't even have to alter it; they just hung up the actual ad, and everyone went, "Yeah, we get it."
We must kill the Americans. There's the calzone. I made them French. I don't know. It seems in poor taste to.
Those are the French Al Qaeda. I'm trying to. Okay. And so I'm trying to find the name of this sport, by the way. We're very sport heavy today.
Yeah, that's fine.
I went to the gym today, and ESPN, because they don't air football and no one is going to watch ESPN. were showing this sport. That the best way I can describe it is it's like table tennis.
Okay.
Teqball. It's called Teqball.
Teqball. Okay. Never heard of this before.
It's table tennis, but kind of more volleyball rules.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, there are volleyball rules, and it's kicking.
What? What?
I'm trying to. Okay, this will be a.
I don't know if I can understand this.
I mean, you shouldn't be able to.
Oh,
that's that's what they're doing. Yeah.
So, for the audio only crowd, we are doing video, by the way, now.
Right. It is a table tennis, like a curved table tennis table.
Yes. Convex.
But there are two people on either side, and they have to kick the ball. It's volleyball rules in the sense that, like, you can have 3 touches.
Okay.
From what I could tell.
Okay.
Now, keep in mind, this is from being at the gym, watching this on mute. I'm on the elliptical going, what the hell is happening? Why are these ladies? It's ladies Teqball was what I was watching.
Okay.
Chest bumping a volleyball to the other person who then kicks it at a table.
That's the really weird part to me is, like, it would seem like it would be hard to kick a ball at a low table. So that
it doesn't look. Yeah, it doesn't look simple.
No, not at all.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like you're allowed to use hands.
Yeah.
That picture is misleading. His hand is near it, but I'm pretty sure he's just going, ooh, and then kicking.
He's about to fall. He's on his tiptoe on his other foot. And his partner is in the background with her hands on her hips looking, frustrated.
Yeah, I think it's okay, we'll give it a plus here.
Yeah.
I think it's mixed gender.
Okay,
which is cool.
Yeah, that's
a cool thing.
Yeah.
Now, downside. Okay, so that guy, if he does one thing the wrong way, he's going to tear an Achilles.
Oh, totally. Totally.
Imagine having to go to a surgeon to explain how you tore your Achilles. That's the dumbest conversation that you've ever had.
And you're having to pull it up on the computer and be like, this is what I was doing.
Yeah. It's this.
With a Q.
I kicked the ball.
So it has to bounce on the table, right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm understanding. Yeah. Okay.
And it's okay. So it's like ping pong. You bounce it. It has to bounce on your side before you do anything with it.
Right. I
believe. But you can't, like, hit it on your side and have it go back over the net. It has to go.
Right. Okay.
Like, you kick it over the net, it bounces, then they can. I don't know. Are people that bored that they're coming up with these games?
Well, it's like Pickle-Ball has seemingly taken the world by storm as of recent. Have you noticed this?
Yeah, that's what I'm calling white person nonsense. You're not going to see anybody but white people wasting their time on that dumb game.
Yeah, that seems about right.
It's ridiculous.
Right. Have I told you about the people? Go ahead.
It's just the most low-stakes sport on the planet. I played it when I was in junior high.
Oh, really?
And it's like if you're playing a sport, but you don't want to actually play it. It's kind of like playing badminton, where you're like, oh, I got it. Oh.
Any game with a shuttlecock is fine by me. But other than that, I tell you what's fun. Not to sidetrack myself here, but what's fun is on the Switch, the sports on the Switch, the Nintendo thing. Mm-hmm. The badminton is real fun. I don't know why. It's just fun. I enjoy it.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I like it, and I sometimes win, which I lose at every other sport on there. So,
I feel like that would be probably one of the more relaxing games to play. The others are way too competitive.
Yeah.
I always remember like when they had the Wii Sports, when people would start, I think it was in college when people started playing all those games, and they would do boxing.
Oh, right. Yeah. Yeah.
And you thought people were going to get into a real fight over their pretend Wii boxers fighting.
The Wii people have worked their way into all of their games now, because what were we playing? We were playing Mario Kart or Super Smash Brothers or something the other day, and you can be a Wii person. Like, you can make a Wii person fight if you want to.
I can't imagine you're good.
Well, they sort of like do yoga at you and you fall down.
Okay, now I like it. Now I'm on board.
It's kind of bizarre. No, but the thing I've seen around here in anticipation of the coming snow, I guess. Did we talk about this before? Is people on rollerblades with ski poles? Have you seen? Have I talked to you about this? I don't know what it's called.
No, I've seen a picture of this before.
Okay.
One time and that's also some white person nonsense. Oh, yeah. And then
100%. Yeah.
I need to start just like a list of all the things that are white person nonsense.
You got a long way to go, buddy.
Man, there's so many, like all of those sports like that, white person nonsense.
Oh yeah.
I mean, if we're just talking games, I've never heard anyone who's not white rave about Settlers of Catan. I don't think that's a thing.
I was unaware of that until about maybe 6 years ago. I still don't really know what it is, other than, can you get lost in this? Is it one of those games that goes on forever?
Okay, so I have played it twice in my life.
Okay.
And it felt like forever both times. I mean, the first time I didn't know what the rules were.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of weird, like, I built a road, I get a bonus. And you're like, I don't know what that means, but good job.
Okay.
Did I build a road? I didn't? Okay. The second time, I sort of knew what the game was.
Okay.
Still not.
I don't know. In my mind, it's like an analog, like pen and paper version of Oregon Trail or something. Is that anything what it's like?
No.
Okay.
It's
okay.
I'm trying to think of the best way to describe it for you, because you've never seen Civilization, right? The game, not the vast concept of
Civilization. No, I've never seen I've played, I don't know, Risk, which doesn't seem like the same thing.
No, this is close. We can start with Risk. So it's like Risk, but instead of taking over the world, it's building things.
Okay.
like basically making your country the dominant country. And there's a lot of different ways to do it, and you get points for each one. And I may be getting the rules completely wrong because it's been about 10 years since I rejected playing it again.
Is this Civilization or Catan?
No, that's Catan.
Okay.
Civilization is a video game, so it's much faster.
Yeah.
You say, "Hey, I want to build a mine here," and then you have a mine pretty quickly.
Okay, there you go. So this sounds like reverse Risk in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe more positive Risk. It's less war.
Yeah.
A lot less death.
But what's more fun?
I guess that's good. Yeah. I mean,
creating or destroying.
I mean, obviously, we all know the answer.
Yeah.
One of the games has existed for, decades upon decades. And,
yeah.
and I enjoy it more.
Right. There's a lot of like board game stores now There's one there, and there's one here, and that's a lot to me. The fact that I assume there are more, but
there are more here.
Yeah. Okay.
I went to go get coffee. This was like 3 months ago, something like that.
Okay.
And I wandered into what I thought was a coffee shop, but it was a game store right next to the coffee shop.
Oh yeah.
And it was just all the board games, all the dice games, all the card games.
Yes. Were you in Hillsborough Village?
Maybe I was.
If you were, I wandered into that same place. I was
thinking you were getting coffee.
I was killing time before.
I think it was.
Yeah.
The one by Fido.
Yeah.
Is it by Fido?
Yeah, it's right next to.
That's
it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a whole different world. I don't feel welcomed in that world.
Well, it's a crossover with a couple. I mean, I'm not dogging on anybody that likes a good board game. I mean, I like a good board game too, but I don't spend an inordinate amount of time playing them. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
We play lately. Me and the kid have played Battleship, and I forgot how fun Battleship is. Battleship's pretty fun.
Have I told you my cheat for Battleship?
No, what's your cheat? You're all about cheating tonight. You're cheating the NFL.
I mean, allegedly. Hypothetically, if we were to cheat the NFL, you could do it.
Okay.
Now, this is not hypothetical. Okay. So this is what I did when I was a kid, and I stand by this move in Battleship that it shouldn't count as cheating.
Okay.
You have 5 ships on your board.
Right.
And yes, you place them at the beginning of the game. What do ships do in real life?
Oh, Nathan. They're
move. Not stationary. You should be able to move a ship 1 square each turn. That's all I'm saying.
It's a binary ocean, dude. Those ships are locked in.
Nope, not in my world. Those ships, they sail 1 sea. It's very small. It's 1 sea.
The grid sea.
Yeah. Now, I mean, if you hit me right in the middle, I can still only go 1 space, either forward or backwards. Good luck figuring out which way I'm going. Mm-hmm.
You're also not supposed to put them on the diagonal. Do you do that?
No, I never did the diagonal.
Okay.
Because I knew that I couldn't really sail them if they went diagonal.
They have a new rule in Battleship. At least we have like travel Battleship because that seemed easier to keep up with all the pegs, you know? There's a god-awful number of pegs.
Yeah.
They need to include like a peg puller, like the Lego tool to take apart the Legos. They need something like that to put in Battleship because...
Are you getting the pegs stuck?
I mean, sometimes it can be hard to get them out, you know?
Okay.
Needle nose.
I mean, I guess this is the travel version, so it's going to be smaller.
Yeah, it's definitely smaller. Yeah.
Those are some compact pegs, and yeah, I get that. Okay.
Yeah, small peg, small hole. I don't know.
Small hole.
Small hole. They now include a black peg. It was all white and red before, right? Now you got a black peg. Each person can use 1 black peg per game. And you put that black peg anywhere on your map. And if the other player hits the black peg, it backfires and you automatically get 5 turns in a row.
What?
I know.
Why? Who was needing new rules for Battleship?
Nobody, but they just, you know.
And if you're going to add a rule, now hear me out.
Okay.
Ships sail. Just make it a legal rule, and then I'm not cheating anymore.
Yeah. You're just, yeah.
I don't think I ever got caught as a kid doing it. I think I just eventually went, okay, no one's ever going to catch me. I'll stop doing this now.
You man, come on. You and my wife as kids did things.
Well,
she.
I mean, did you not ever cheat at a game when you were a kid?
Maybe with my grandma, but that was about it. She let me cheat. She let me cheat.
Just the elderly.
Just yeah. She would. We'd be playing Go Fish, and she would say, "Ask me," and I'd say, "What?" And she'd say, "Ask me," and I was like, "Sevens." No, ask me. And it would be the one I asked her like 2 or 3 turns ago. And she would just let me do that first. So she was enabling me.
Well, so I'm gonna actually side with her on this one.
Okay.
Because I played Go Fish with my child a few weeks ago.
Yes.
And there's a point in that game where you're sitting there just going, like this one, there weren't numbers. It was all animals.
Okay? Oh, that's even worse.
So I'm just sitting there going, just fucking say beaver. Just say the beaver. It's a beaver. You have 2 cards. You've said turtle 10 times in a row. It's never turtle. It's always beaver. Say beaver. So there's a point where he would say turtle, and I'd go, are you sure? You want to maybe try a different one? Because I want to do something besides play this game forever. And eventually he caught on and would let me help him cheat.
Yes.
I even tried at one point laying my cards face up on the table. Still said the wrong thing.
Yeah. I mean, I could sometimes you just want the game to be over.
Yeah.
And just beat me, please.
At least this hand of it. Let's just start a new one or something, please.
Exactly.
I'm sure your grandma was just tired of playing with you.
Thanks. Thanks. Those were cherished memories I had.
Yeah. Think about how many cherished memories of yours, of everyone's,
not just mine, right? Yeah.
Yeah, everybody. If you start thinking about it from the adult's perspective, are tainted by the idea of, that adult was just so sick of what we were doing. Like, they were so tired of it.
You're totally right. That's totally true.
I remember when I was a kid, we would go on vacation, and we would always camp on vacation. Yeah. And it was always like that. Wow, that's really fun. We get to go camp. And now that I'm an adult, I know it's because hotels were more expensive if you had 2 adults and 2 kids staying in the rooms. And they're like, we'll camp a couple nights instead.
Yeah.
So the cherished family memory was just my parents being cheap and not wanting to shell out $20 for everyone to stay in the room,
and hopefully,
or lie about how many people were in the room,
right?
Which you could do.
Oh, absolutely. Just like you're going to lie to the NFL.
I'm not hypothetically. This could be done hypothetically, not in reality. It's just hypothetical.
You and my wife as kids, man. We were driving the other day. We were driving kind of a couple hours and listening to music, and I just had the shuffle going, and it hit on Janet Jackson, and that triggered a memory for her of how when she was in like 3rd or 4th grade, she forced another girl to trade her Janet Jackson CD for a jewelry box, like the little, the little like, not like a nice box, not like a thing you put more than one piece of jewelry in, right? That she had filled with silica gel. Not even in the packets. Jen had cut them open and dumped the silica gel into the jewelry box. And she coerced, tricked this other girl into trading her Janet Jackson compact disc for a jewelry box full of loose silica gel.
I'm assuming this other girl thought there was actually jewelry somewhere in there.
I don't think so. I think she sold her really hard on the silica gel.
You know what? No, Jen's right. That kid's an idiot and should be taken advantage of.
That kid's mom was super pissed. And
I would imagine so.
Yeah.
And maybe that kid learned a lesson. maybe Jenn kept that kid from someday falling prey to like a Nigerian prince scheme.
Oh yeah. Hey, you're right, Nathan.
Yeah,
you're right.
That the kid got an early lesson of, oh, the world's garbage and everyone's out to get me.
She said she tried to find her. I was like, you should find her on Facebook or something and apologize. She said she tried and she can't find her. She's a very nice person now.
I would like to find her and have her explain if she knew what was happening during that situation. I want to hear her side of the story.
Oh, she was fully conscious of what she was doing. Jen was fully conscious.
Oh no, not Jen.
The other girl. The other girl.
The girl who got a whole box of silica gel.
Of poison, by the way.
Yeah, maybe she was trying. Maybe she wanted to murder someone.
Oh, maybe she was trying to kill her grandma.
Yeah,
because her grandma took Go Fish very seriously.
Yeah. No cheating from her grandma,
and she respected the NFL. Yeah,
that's right. She respected the NFL. She'd beat her at Go Fish and then say, "You want a snack? Snacks are for winners. So maybe beat me next time, and you can have a snack." But
here's a
go to your room. Go to your room. I have NFL Sunday Ticket to watch because I've paid for it.
Hilarious. She did that, and then she also told me, she's gonna hate me if she ever listens to this. She also told me that there was another kid who every day she pressured into giving her ice cream money after lunch every single day.
Okay. Now, was this girl also receiving poison at any point in time, or was it just taking the money?
She was just being bullied. That's all.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that was just straight bullying. That one's not really. That one's hard to spin. I don't know. I don't know that I can give her that one.
There's no defense. There's really no defense for it. It's just what it is. Yeah.
Just some light bullying and theft. Yeah.
Exactly.
Like we all do.
Like we all do. It makes sense that she's a social worker now. She's making up for all of her sins as a child.
You've got to earn those karma points back somehow.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, I never did anything like I never was either side to something like that when I was a kid.
You never got bullied?
Mine was just cheating at games.
Yeah.
I never bullied or got bullied.
That's good.
I was just kind of floating there off to the side when everything happened.
Yeah.
I was doing my own thing. Yeah. I don't that's probably why I don't keep up with anyone from high school anymore too.
You have no interest either way. You're not looking at them to
Yeah, I ran into someone today at Kroger. I was at the self-checkout, and this guy next to me goes, "Hey, are you Nathan?" He's like, "Yeah, I am, weirdo. I'm trying to buy my stuff." It was someone that I knew when they moved away when I was in 4th grade.
What?
And they just moved. They live in Nashville now.
What?
And yeah. And so for a second you're like, "Oh, well, that's crazy. That's pretty cool." And then you're like, oh no, I have to have a conversation with a person that the last time I knew them and had something in common with them, I was 10.
Yeah.
So that's not going to go well at all. We have nothing to talk about. And we didn't.
Yeah.
It was very awkward.
How did he recognize you from 4th grade?
I don't know. I didn't recognize him. I knew the name.
Yeah.
When he told me who he was, I was like, oh yeah, Travis. His name's Travis, by the way. That I didn't use a fake name. So if anyone wants to dig into my background and figure out all the Travises I've known, you can maybe figure out which one of the Travises it is.
Ooh.
But yeah, I don't know why you would care, but good luck to you.
I'm just imagining you. I'm imagining you as a 4th grader with a sweet beard going on.
Well, that's how he recognized me. Is I've had this beard since 4th grade.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, it was. Oh man, it was crazy awkward.
Weird, man. I haven't run into anybody like that ever.
Yeah, I mean, well, what do you say to? Yeah, so you went through puberty at some point. It looks like. Cool, man. Me too. Me too. Yeah. Did you grow hair down? Yeah, me too. Yeah, we both did that. That's cool.
How about those Digimon?
Yeah. You still keeping up with the Power Rangers? Awesome. Yeah.
Cool. Not cool. Not cool. No. There's a
yeah, I don't. We went our separate ways awkwardly. That's the end of the story.
Just like in 4th grade.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a whole Power Rangers channel on my Roku TV. All they show are various episodes of the various types of Power Rangers all day long, forever.
How much have you watched it?
Just a little bit, because it's not good.
No, it never was good.
It never was. I've been learning a lot about how those shows were constructed. I mean, I think a lot of people are aware now that was a Japanese show that they chopped up, and then they filmed the stuff with the actors out of the masks, right?
Right.
But like the first few seasons, all the action stuff was just taken from another show that had been running in Japan forever. And so they did that with that show, but they did that with like so many. I didn't realize the extent to which they did that in our era with different shows, cartoons, with like other live action shows like that. Some of them were 2 or 3 shows cut together to make one
what other
show.
Ones?
Did you ever watch VR Troopers? That came on after Power Rangers. That was like 2 or 3 shows. Yeah.
Yeah.
What about this is memorable. Big Bad Beetle Borgs. Do you remember that show?
I do not, but that sounds amazing.
Yeah, similar thing. Even and the whole thing that started this was Roy sent me a video about Voltron, and it was this channel called Secret Galaxy, and they do a great job. They do histories of all these shows, and they do toy stuff too. But I've mostly been watching the like, how did this show come about videos. Mm-hmm. And Voltron was like 3 different shows originally that they cut together to make a show. Weird. It's just insane the way they were able to do this stuff. Yeah.
Have you, so speaking of Power Rangers and how it's made, have you seen, I don't know any of the characters' names. I'm going to start there, but you know, the talking head thing on the original series?
Zordon, I believe.
Sure. That sounds right. Yeah. Have you seen all the stuff about that actor?
No.
Okay. So this keeps popping up because we're in the middle of the writer and actor strike.
Yes.
And a big part of what the sticking point is related to what studios can do with your image.
Oh. Okay.
And CG, anything like that.
Right.
That dude got paid, it was something like $900 for one day of work.
No.
They just came in, shot one scene, like shot him for like an hour.
Oh my god.
Then sent him on his way. And then he was in that show forever.
Oh my god. And so the voice is someone else.
Yeah, the voice isn't him.
Oh my god. That's like yeah.
That's why they're striking. I mean, essentially, because you can do stuff like that, and now you have the technology to do it well.
That is total BS. I mean, that's total BS. That's a good reason to have a strike. That's like I think it was a woman who did the meep meep. What the hell is that thing called? Wile E. Coyote. Roadrunner. I think it was a woman that did Roadrunner, and she did it like a handful of times, and that was it. And then they just used it forever.
They'll find a way to cut the cost. Like one of the things that has been a sticking point that I kept reading about is the studios were wanting the rights to not have to hire extras and just be able to digitally put in extras.
Yes, I heard about that. That's crazy.
Yeah. So, those people who are striking are correct. They should be. But also, please figure it out soon because I'm going to run out of shows to watch.
Yeah,
I'm going to run out.
It's true. That is true. That is going to happen. Yeah, that would be really wrong. I think to cut all those people out of a job, essentially. I mean, not even a high paying job, but a job.
Well, okay. So thinking about the guy from
Power Rangers.
What? Yeah, that show.
Yeah.
So he didn't get paid, even though he was on that show forever because they filmed him that one time. And also, he didn't do any real acting. So it's not like he can throw that on his reel and be like, hey, I'm the talking head from Power Rangers and get other jobs out of it,
Right.
That's bad. Like, at least some of them, you could get exposure from and it could lead to something. I don't know that one did.
Right.
Maybe Comic-Con appearances. I don't know.
Maybe one of those like, $10 a picture kind of deal.
Yeah.
Like you say at conventions, but that's all I could really see. And they had, I just rewatched because I was interested in all this stuff. I rewatched the Power Rangers movie, the first one, the other day. And there's a real, like, this is how I know Zordon, right? This is how I can remember the name because I just watched it. So his like tube gets destroyed, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a guy laying there on some crystals, a la, Superman, at the bottom of the tube. And I'm guessing that's also not the same guy.
Probably not.
Yeah. So,
I mean, as far as I know, he didn't do anything else but that one face. But I will also add this. This is all based on what I saw on the internet. And so who knows how.
I think I lost you.
I'm back.
Hey, okay. Well,
Comcast.
We're here. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. The NFL got you there for a second, huh?
Yeah, that's what happened.
Where
were we?
Yeah. I don't know. We were talking about Zordon. And how the last thing I remember is I was saying that like they destroy his tube and then there's a dude laying there on a bunch of crystals and that's probably not the real guy either. So Zordon. Yeah. Power Rangers.
Oh boy. I just looked up pictures of Zordon. That's a I don't know that I'd want to be known for that.
Yeah, it's funny that you say that now that it was only like one time they shot him because it looked like a loop. Now that I know a little bit more about that kind of stuff, it's like, oh yeah, you can totally see that is a loop happening because his lips don't match a lot.
Yeah, and he looks very sickly. It's not like I don't know that I would want everyone to remember me as this.
Yeah.
The sickly. That doesn't seem ideal.
Yeah. Disembodied head in a tube.
No,
I also heard, from watching all this stuff lately, I also heard that they, like, the original Power Ranger show was not a union project. And so those actors were getting paid nothing, basically.
That sounds about right. Yeah.
Yep. To the point where, like, a couple of them left before they did the movie, and they had to quickly replace them and then make it make sense in the show. And then the new people were in the movie. And my kid brain, I don't think my kid brain even noticed. I don't think my kid brain, like, missed a beat. So
I honestly think that's why they were able to get away with stuff like that.
Yeah.
Is kids are dumb.
Yeah.
You can trick kids very easily.
Absolutely.
And so they didn't even have to put effort into explaining things like that. They just went,
there it is.
The white Power Ranger is a different person now. Go.
That dude, the guy that played, he was the Green Ranger and then the White Ranger and then God knows what else. He's in, like, all of the shows pretty much. That dude, I think he even had it's not a documentary. I keep thinking it's a documentary on Tubi. It's called My Morphin Life. And
okay.
But it's not. It's like a reality show. But I keep forgetting that it's a reality show, and I go to look at it and I'm like, oh, I don't want to watch this. I want to hear about his morphin life, not his actual life.
What if it was like half reality show, half Power Rangers?
Yeah.
So it is, like your normal Bravo style reality show where it's following him around, but then all of a sudden it's morphin time, and
I like it.
and he has to battle, and then he goes back and argues with his girlfriend Teresa about inviting people over for brunch, things like that.
So it's like half. Oh man, it's like, it sounds like a almost like a Curb Your Enthusiasm type of thing mixed with Power Rangers.
No, it's half Real Housewives.
Oh, okay.
Half Real Housewives and half Power Rangers.
I actually think that's a brilliant idea.
It's a great idea. I don't know who we need to contact. Andy Cohen. Hey, Andy, we've got some ideas. Give me some money. I'll make it happen. We'll figure it out. I love
any show where that guy gets beat up. Sounds good to me because he is so annoying.
Oh man, I
don't like that guy.
Okay, so knowing what I know about Andy Cohen, what percentage of obviously ignorant, but what percentage of homophobia is solely based on hating Andy Cohen in America?
It's got to be like 33% or so, something like that.
I mean, there's got to be people in the Midwest that's like their entire exposure to LGBTQ people, and they're like, I just can't handle them. They're very catty, and it's just Andy Cohen. Just Andy Cohen is.
I don't think, I guess he probably is gay, right? But I didn't even think about that.
He is.
Annoys the ticks.
Yeah.
Out of me.
He is. Okay. He is, because I've watched on CNN on New Year's Eve. It's him and Anderson Cooper, and they talk about their lives. Anderson Cooper. No one has become homophobic because of Anderson Cooper, because
no.
I mean, what has he ever done that at most you could be like, wow, gay people are kind of boring, and that's it. That's Anderson Cooper.
If you were to extrapolate from him,
like if that was your only exposure, you'd be like, wow, they're the most boring people. That's I don't know that I want to be around them just because I think it would be a very dull time.
Do they all have white hair
Andy
like
Cohen?
that?
Yeah, that's how you know. It's a given gaydar. If they have white hair, they're either Steve Martin or they're gay. Those are the only two choices.
This shows my Nashville, but I was going to say Charlie Rich. It's like not even a current reference. That's like a 40-year-old, 50-year-old reference. When we get behind closed doors, yeah.
Hey, would he be more of an Andy Cohen or an Anderson Cooper? Like if Charlie Rich had been a gay man, which of those two would he have been?
Oh, I think he'd be more of an Andy Cohen. I'm sad to say. I don't.
You think he would be an Andy Cohen?
I think so. I mean, he looks a little. He's obviously much more diabetic than Andy Cohen, but other than that. Yeah, but by this logic, though, Kenny Rogers would also be gay.
I mean, yeah, I mean, and he would also be an Andy Cohen.
Oh, clearly.
Like, there's no way he's not an Anderson Cooper at all.
No, that is a very interesting person right there.
No, man, I feel like I'm going to have to come up with a straight equivalent to my new Andy Cohen versus Anderson Cooper dividing line that I've drawn. Like, there needs to be a straight. All straight people are either
this or that.
Man,
this or that.
Fred Durst.
Yeah, that's one example. Yep.
On one line you have Fred Durst, and on the other side you have Michael Bublé. Every straight guy is either Fred Durst or Michael Bublé.
That's fairly accurate.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You throw a couple like Michael Cera's in there, and you pretty much got it.
Okay, do we need to have a third? No, because we can't. It has to be equal. Like we only did 2 for gay men, so straight men only get 2. And I mean, I feel like I'm not. Well, I don't know. I don't know enough about Michael Bublé to say whether I'm a Bublé or not.
Mikey Bubble.
I don't feel like he's boring. So maybe.
Yeah, I think I was thinking more like physical. There's like Michael Cera's like a nerd type.
Yeah,
there are those.
Okay, so do we want to do Fred Durst and Michael Cera?
I think that works.
Everyone's either a Fred Durst or a Michael Cera.
Yeah, like kind of a like aggro jock type.
Well, yeah, one is Axe body spray
embodiment of
yeah, and then the other one is Michael Cera.
Right.
Yeah, I can deal with that. I think that's a good descriptor. So
it works for me.
And I feel like I'm on the Michael Cera side.
Yeah, I guess I would be too if I had to choose. Though sometimes I feel like Fred Durst. You know?
Well, okay, so in my grocery store encounter, Michael Cera would have been like, "Wow, this is really awkward. Oh boy." But Fred Durst, I feel like would have flipped the guy off.
Yeah,
just because he could,
or flipped like a rack of magazines or something.
Mm-hmm.
Break stuff.
Break stuff.
When in doubt, break stuff.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'm gonna have to come up with more over time because I think I need to just start subdividing everyone into 2 categories.
Yeah, this seems like a good plan. This always works out when you do things.
Yeah, there's no way this could end poorly, right?
No, not at all. Let's reduce every type of person to just 2 examples.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think that's what the world really wants anyway, right?
Oh, it definitely is what the world wants. Yeah.
So I was thinking about this today, because everyone says I don't want to be in a category. I don't want to be in a group.
Right.
Like, I don't want labeled.
Right.
But part of doing that is labeling yourself as like, I can't be labeled. I'm labeled unlabelable.
Exactly. Yeah. No, I mean, like, and like, okay, on the inside, everyone is a complex. Well, not everyone.
Bag of meat.
Most people are complex bags of meat on the inside. Yeah. Some people are not. Some people are fairly straightforward the whole way.
Some people aren't a bag of meat either.
Well, yeah, I guess so.
What was it? Zoltron? Zordon.
Zordon?
He's not a bag of meat.
No, that's true. He's some kind of mist or something. I'm not quite sure what's going on there. But yeah, but broadly, the further you get away from individuals, I'm doing this with my hands, the more generic we all become, I guess. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've been dealing with this a lot because I'm in a new place and I'm just trying to figure out what people are here. Mm-hmm. And there's about, 3-5 kinds of people, seems like.
Yeah.
Broadly,
that's
very broadly. It. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Some of them are Andy Cohen, some are Anderson Coopers. I don't know. There's probably fewer Fred Dursts up there.
Yeah. There's a lot less of that kind of there is that energy. I've seen it, but there's a lot less. of it.
Okay. So if you're saying everyone's 5 categories, we're going to go. Okay, the 5 categories are Andy Cohen's, Anderson Coopers, Michael Cera's, Fred Durst, and then because I'm in Nashville, I have to add the 5th category of Eric Churches. There's always an Eric Church.
Sure. Yeah, sure. We got Eric Churches here and there.
Because they're not quite Fred Durst. They're like country douchebags. Like Fred Durst is just a general douchebag. This is a very specific type of douchebag. And everyone can fit into those categories.
At risk of telling an off-color joke, I think we have more Eric synagogues here than Eric churches. I don't know if that's a good joke or a bad joke or a bad joke.
I mean, I don't feel like you can get in too much trouble for it.
Okay, there we go.
Unless you followed it up with like saying, "And I hate them" or something like that.
No, I find them very pleasant.
That would be bad.
I much prefer them over Eric Churches.
Yeah. I would most likely take them too. I mean, I'm sure oddly enough, I'm sure there are some Eric Churches that go to synagogue.
Sure. Yeah.
But not that many.
Not that many.
Not that many. Yeah. No. A lot more Michael Cera's there.
Absolutely.
And probably quite a few Andy Cohens.
Yeah, quite a few.
I'm no expert, but I'm betting there's a lot of Cohens there. So
there are. And there's a lot of there's a lot of people who look like they could go camping at any given moment.
Yeah. And they probably are doing that.
Yeah. They look like they could, at the drop of a hat, be like, nope, going camping. Not doing this today.
Well, that's what happens when you decide to go move to a Land's End catalog. You remember Land's End?
Oh, yes, I do. Yeah. Yes, I do.
I mean, you're basically, you live in LL Bean now.
Pretty much. Yeah. That's what's happening.
They got their duck boots. They got their zip up fleece.
Yeah.
Their tech pants. And they put all that on so they can go to Whole Foods. There you go.
Pretty much. Yeah. We have something here too that's like a step even above Whole Foods that we went to the other day. I think I mentioned it in the previous episode. It's it's even beyond what a Whole Foods is.
The people I just described probably look down on Whole Foods.
I'm assuming
if I were to guess. But jokes on them. I don't care what they think about Whole Foods because I look down on Whole Foods too.
That's right. Just from a different angle.
That's right.
That's right. That's all.
That's all.
That's it.
So I guess the important thing we need to establish before we leave,
yes,
is are you going to start wearing duck boots? Like, I know you bought new shoes when you got there, but
I did.
But duck boots are probably what's in style.
Yeah, I really don't want to fit in, but I also I don't want to be cold either. So maybe I need to like get a beaver or something to put my foot in. I don't know.
There you go. Just if anyone listening has any hollowed out beavers that they could loan Justin,
thank you.
He'll take them.
I will.
You don't have to clean out the inside.
No,
his feet will do that for him.
No, it's over time it'll just it'll dissipate. I'll spray the outsides with some sort of polyurethane, and the inside will just it'll over time.
Yeah. Your feet will adjust to the bag of meat that you're wearing. So.
That's right. It'll be just like those orthopedics people spend a lot of money on. It'll be perfectly formed to the shape of my arch, which I now know I have a high arch.
Yeah, I mean, I think if we learned one thing here, it's that the inside of a beaver is memory foam. So
Sushi Jackknife.
Sushi Jackknife.
Beware the NFL. Beware.
Now, they're not paying attention to me. It's fine. Hypothetical.
Who froze on whose end? Who froze? Oh, you're gone. Oh, you're gone. And I'm alone. I'm alone and I'm alone. It was going so well. It was going so well.